Television shapes the way we see the world around us. To Canada's 28,000 Inuit, television is a primary window on the world. But until 1981, that window was a one-way mirror.
Big rig.
A bombardment of soap operas and sitcoms flooding the Inuit homes with southern lifestyles and values. The language and the culture of the North were ignored. The effects of television are most devastating among the young. An Inuk child will have watched an average of 30,000 hours of television by the age of 18. Less than 1% of that programming was Inuktitut, the language of the Inuit. Since its incorporation in 1981, the Inuit Broadcasting Corporation has proven that native language television can provide a popular and valuable alternative to Southern TV. Using the Inuk D satellite and the television signal of CBC North, IBC broadcasts 5.5 hours per week of original Inuktitut television programming to more than 40 Inuit communities in the Northwest Territories, Northern Quebec, and Labrador, reaching approximately 90% of Canada's Inuit. Programs are made at IBC production centers in Frobisher Bay, Baker Lake, Igloolik, Rankin Inlet, and Cambridge Bay. IBC produces a wide range of programs reflecting the needs and preferences of its viewers. One of those needs is for up-to-date information on events and issues affecting Inuit. Hugget, a twice-weekly public affairs program, covers the evolving North from an Inuit perspective. Hugget reports on political events at the federal and territorial levels, on ecological and environmental concerns, and documents the changing face of today's North. Now, in its fourth year, Hugget continues to cover stories of regional, national, and international interest, all from an Inuit point of view. IBC also keeps its audience informed through interactive pan-Arctic phone-in programs. Specials on subjects such as land claims, drug and alcohol abuse, and IBC programming have allowed viewers to share their questions and comments with others from across the North. The land has always been the center of Inuit life. The importance of the land is reflected in the cultural programming of IBC. Such programs have documented the joys of spring camp, the significance of a young boy's first hunt, the enthusiasm of a community celebrating Canada Day, From its beginnings, IBC has documented the culture and traditional skills of the Inuit. In the past, elders have been the resource for passing on the skills that enabled Inuit to survive on the land. Now, through IBC, they are teaching a whole new generation. Viewers have learned to make sealskin ropes. The history of ancient tools and traditional games. Our 1985 audience survey confirmed that over half of our viewers have learned traditional skills by watching IBC. Inuit audiences share one passion with Southern viewers: sports. Although the language may be different, the strength and skills of the athletes have a universal appeal. Music in the North, as in the rest of Canada, is subject to many influences. IBC music programs range from traditional throat singing to contemporary singer-songwriters to Arctic rock and roll. Some of the most popular programs on IBC are produced by the Frobisher Bay Drama Unit. Their soap operas and docudramas dealing with topics like juvenile crime and drug abuse have won a large audience across the North. The scope of IBC has grown beyond the Canadian Arctic. Our first international broadcast occurred in 1983 when IBC coverage of the Inuit Circumpolar Conference was carried live in Canada, Greenland, and Alaska. Since then, IBC has produced programs for the federal government and co-produced with the CBC, ABC, and Global Networks. Our most exciting venture occurred in May 1985 when 85 million viewers watched an NHK IBC co-production that linked Frobisher Bay and Tsukuba, Japan. The preservation of language and culture among young people is a major priority for IBC. A new television series for Inuit children will emphasize language and traditional values to counteract the impact of Southern TV. In the 5 years of its existence, IBC has grown into a major northern network employing more than 50 people in 6 locations. Its in-house training programs have been emulated by native communicators across the country. It has established a sophisticated production and distribution system and has led the way in native communications development in Canada. Television was once seen by the Inuit as yet another threat to our survival as a people. IBC has transformed that threat into an opportunity for Inuit, a way to preserve our language, our culture, and our unique heritage for the generations yet to come.